16 fresh cases of the more contagious variant of COVID-19 have been recorded, according to Department of Health or DOH. DOH and Mayor Franklin Odsay confirmed that 12 of the additional cases were from Bantokmont Province. Children aged 5 and 10 were among of them. The other 2 patients who tested positive of the UK COVID-19 variant are overseas Filipino workers who returned to the country last December 29 from Lebanon via a Philippine Airlines flight. The additional cases bring the total infected UK COVID-19 variant patients in the country to 17. The first case, announced by the DOH last January 13, is a 29-year-old male who returned to the country from Dubai last January 7. The DOH on Friday announced that the patient, a resident of Quezon City, is now cleared of coronavirus infection. Following the decision of Interagency Task Force on Infectious Diseases to allow children aged 10 to 14 to go out in areas under modified general community quarantine, experts have warned the public on the possible health risks children may bear during the COVID-19 pandemic. Former advisor of the Philippines COVID-19 Task Force, Dr. Tony Lechon, said that children may become super spreaders of the virus, but they may be allowed to go out in some areas but not on a daily basis. The research group also stressed that it is not the time to lower age restrictions as a new COVID-19 variant was seen in the country and vaccines are yet to be given. After 3 decades, the Department of National Defense on Monday night unilaterally terminated the 1989 University of the Philippines or UP-DNT Accord that prevented the state forces from entering any of its campuses. The agreement has been abrogated by Defense Chief Lorenzana in a 2-page letter received by UP President Danilo Concepcion effective January 15, citing baseless reports of in-campus recruitment activities of the CPP-NPA. Defending his move, he cited equal protection of law as he questioned why only the country's premier state university has such kind of treatment.
Only UP has this kind of agreement. Why? What makes UP so special to have this kind of treatment?
Before entering into a dialogue with the UP officials, Lorenzana said the UP system would have to explain the deaths of some students in encounters with communist rebels and state forces.
I am willing to talk to him, pero sagutin muna nila kung bakit namatay itong mga taong ito na kasama ng EPA.
Part of his group Duterte Youth on Tuesday also urged DND to scrap its pact with the Polytechnic University of the Philippines and questioned why the 2 universities are given special treatment when other state universities and colleges are not given a similar privilege. University of the Philippines President Danilo Concepcion has asked Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana to reconsider his decision on abolishing the long-standing agreement that prohibits any military and police presence inside its campuses. He said the agreement secured to protect the climate of academic freedom, which is guaranteed by the Constitution.
Ang accord na ito ang nagbibigay ng kalayaan sa ating mga estudyante at mga guro na maging malikhain at mapusok sa pag-iisip at paglikha.
The UP administration has also denounced the blatant red tagging and claims that the premier state university is recruiting communists.
Hindi tinuturo sa UP na umakyat ka sa bundok, hindi tinuturo sa UP na sumama ka sa armed struggle. It's an internal decision of whoever na sumapi sa mga ganong mga grupo.
Student councils across the UP system said the termination is among the desperate measures of the current administration in silencing critical voices of dissent. Members of different student organizations staged a protest in front of the Polytechnic University of the Philippines in Santa Mesa, Manila on Wednesday, a day after Duterte Youth Party List Representative Michelle Caldema made the call to revoke the PUP-DND Accord. The National Bureau of Investigation or NBI has completed the forensic examination from Christine de Serra's tissue samples, Justice Secretary Menardo Guevara said on Monday. He said the NBI is coordinating with Makati Medical Center, where de Serra was taken first, and let them announce the results. The NBI has reported it had extracted at least 100 milliliters of urine to check the presence of alcohol or illegal drugs in de Serra's remains, which contradicted the earlier police findings. With it, Guevara ordered to probe the police officers who conducted the initial investigation. On Thursday, General de Bolsinas has instructed the relief of Makati City Police Chief Colonel Harold Depositar and Police Major Nick Sarmiento, one of the medical legal officers of the Southern Police District. After years of successful stints in the country's men under 18 and under 19 program, the 7'3" basketball phenom Kai Soto is set to make his men's senior debut in the third window of the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers this February. Soto announced last Thursday in an Instagram video that he will be joining the Gilas Pilipinas national team in the Clark Bubble this upcoming February 17 to 23. Taking his NBA G League upcoming run into account, Soto's G League team, EXplainED, reportedly allowed the 18-year-old to honor his commitment to Gilas, given that he returns immediately to the United States after the tournament. Soto will be joining PBA veterans Kiefer Ravena, CJ Perez, Justin Chua, and the other Gilas cadets who are already inside the training camp. Until next week, this has been EXplainED Express, delivering you the most pressing issues straight to your fingertips.